Welcome back to the Bloomberg Edge. Mark Mobius, he's going big on emerging markets, planning to double assets at his firm to $50 billion within 2 years. Which markets, you ask? Well, let's cross over to Josie Ling, who may have some answers. Josie?
Susan, well, the markets in focus for Mr. Mobius is Russia and also China, but we'll focus on Russia today. Now, Mr. Mobius is Mr. Emerging Markets because he oversees about $25 billion of stocks in those emerging markets across the world in his role at Templeton. Mobius is 72 years old, and the investor may allocate more funds to Russia, which he says could make up 20% of the portfolio, up from 10% now. Now, Mobius says that emerging markets will be the first to exit this crisis because their governments had the chance to act more promptly and decisively. That's him there on the screen. Staying with Russia, show you this chart now, Susan. Morgan Stanley says trade Russian stocks following the price of oil, so forget about company fundamentals. The broker says that the correlation between the two asset classes are at a record high. The correlation coefficient reading is at 0.66, and a reading at 1 means both Russian equities and oil move in lockstep. Doesn't really happen, but the higher you go, the more they trade together. And here is the meat, Susan. Morgan Stanley is recommending Russian metal producers, including steelmaker Evraz, also VimpelCom, a mobile phone operator. Now, these two are Morgan's top picks. You see that VimpelCom, a mobile phone operator, being a top pick really tells you that Morgan is looking at the macro picture, the price of oil, and not company fundamentals in picking the biggest movers, they reckon, for the Russian stock market. Back to you, Susan.
Okay, Josie.